If this is finding you, I can guarantee this is placed in your face by spirit to just tell you how strong you are. I'm feeling a collective right now that's strong, like the tea that I'm drinking. So good. I got some green tea going today, and I just feel like, yeah, like that really grounded, strong energy from this collective. So I'm really, really interested to read. First, we have Page of Wands, just jumping in hot. Hello. I said you're strong. Another symbol for you, I've been seeing lots of butterflies today, butterflies and cardinals. So if you were out in this heat at all today, or maybe you saw lots of pictures of either of those little creatures, but I'm just getting, even though you're delicate and like delicate things like that, you would be like, I'm taking notice of that. Or maybe those animals gravitate to you, like you're like a princess. I'm hearing like kind of like really like divine princess energy, like nature agrees with you, but also you're strong. And there's a bit of a push and a pull there, I'm actually sensing. Yes. How are you to continue being strong and continue being soft at the same time? Because just because something is, it's like the cotton that I'm wearing. Like, it's strong enough to not get ripped with me, doing the things that I do about my day. It's not like a cottony thing. It's strong, it's woven together well. But it's also soft. Like, it's not getting all rough in the wash and things like that. And that's kind of like you. You're like a nice clean cotton garment. But yes, I just wanted to like clarify more energy just so you know this is for you. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing soft and strong. Well, anyway, Page of Wands is the first thing showing up. Page of Wands is all about communication and manifesting things. Like, you're getting things done. Like, you are hitting your targets, and that's an energy that's really, really important that you already have established in your past. So even if you think maybe I'm not doing enough, you're doing fine. Don't worry, don't fret. It's something that you've set, and you're always hitting the marks. When you mess up, it's a mistake. I'm almost hearing like you can't expect to be perfect. Being strong doesn't mean that you're perfect. Being sweet doesn't mean that you're perfect, that you don't mess up. I'm hearing that coming through for a reason. So maybe stop telling yourself that you're lazy or beating yourself up so much when you don't check everything on the to-do list. Just the fact that you made a list and you were aware and could prioritize, or you got to the point that you could, says so much. And you're gonna move down the list one thing at a time. That's why you make a list, right? Because you know there's so many things, but you're organized. You're more organized than you give yourself credit for. And right next to it, I see what? Knight of Wands. See, you charge forward step by step. And look at how another bird. I love peacocks. I was watching a movie the other day. Or no, it was a movie. It was the new Michael Jackson movie. It was that movie, and they had like peacocks in the yard just grazing. And I was also reading Joan Didion, and they were talking about how at her daughter's wedding they also had peacocks on the lawn. Oh, I love that so much. But look at this peacock. It's next to this like beautiful, like it looks like some sort of lilac, and there's all of these little teeny itty bitty buds, and then there's the whole lilac. So that's you standing in front of your to-do list. You know what you need to manifest with that Wands energy. And there's you, strong and soft like the male peacock, and also beautiful, right? That's a genderless thing. You got creatures of all kinds, and sometimes the male is just the flashier of the pair, but either way, you're like that energy of like beauty, right? And then there's you in front of your to-do list, and it's a graceful moment. It's not like oh no, does the peacock look stressed out? Maybe that's the energy you need to be stepping into. Know that as you charge forward, there's this to-do list that has all of these little pieces to it, all of these little buds, all of these little flowers, but it makes up one whole goal. And you can just move down the list. And don't make it a troublesome journey for yourself, is what I'm hearing. It's don't make it a troublesome thing for you. Got a low battery, so I'm gonna have to, not have to, but I'd like to zoom through this so that I can not have a message that just cuts off before I'm done talking. Because either way, it's gonna find you. That I know for sure. And it's so interesting, and it's like, it's just so meta, like, that the proof is in the fact that you're watching this right now. Like, welcome. It's like a newer channel. I've always done readings for clients, but I just felt so led to put myself in front of more people, because I know that there are people out here who are aligned, and they're all aligned in the same energy. But it's just like, when a moment of confirmation finds you like this, it's just beautiful. And again, what I'm hearing so clearly is that you're so strong and you're so capable of getting through this. I want to go back to this card in your past, Page of Wands, right? They're at a crossroads, and that's sometimes what this can feel like. Standing in front of your to-do list, and there's all of these little pieces. It's like, what do I tackle first? But again, you know how to prioritize. You know, look at this beautiful image with this wand. The crossroads, the directions on the crossroads that's set on fire, that's the wand right there. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful image? I love the Soul Tarot. I love the Soul cards. They're beautiful. But yes, there's a sunset outside, and it's not as fiery as the one in this image. It's a calm day today, and I sense you in that calm energy. Again, you're taking it piece by piece, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let that overtake you. That's the main thing I'm hearing coming through. And then in your future energy, I have the Emperor in reverse. And the way that I really, really, really feel empowered to read Emperor in reverse when it comes to a collective like this is that you don't have anyone ruling over you, right? You might have a little bit more freedom in your life right now, a little bit more freedom from a boss over your shoulder right now. Maybe they're out. A little bit more freedom. Maybe you're working some sort of remote job. I'm hearing right now there's an authority figure that has stepped out of your energy, and it's causing you to be able to just pick it task by task and not have someone hovering over you, even if that presence is you, even if you're your own boss and you're feeling like, that's how I can feel a lot of times, being like having my own business and like being a jazz singer, being self-employed and like making my own schedule is like literally so challenging at times. It can be literally so like interesting to see like how you as one person can split into two people, and just in an instant it's like I am in charge of, you know, what I do, how much grace I give myself, how much I do in a day. And either way, if you have a boss or not, that's you're in charge of you. And so you're also in charge of not beating yourself up, not putting so much pressure, because even if you did have a day where you had to like get out of bed and do absolutely nothing, or you couldn't leave bed, that's because right now your task is healing. So on a day that you have to heal, are you beating yourself up for having to heal? I really hope not. I really hope not, you know? So let's get into this energy more. I love wearing a flower in my hair. It reminds me of when I was in Greece. And sometimes I'll break for flowers. Like if I see something and it don't belong to nobody, I'm gonna pick it and I'm gonna put it in my hair. Way too many cards, Spirit. But yeah, let's see what's coming through for you as far as any sort of guidance. I really want the emphasis on how are you staying soft through this? That's what I want to know. Because I want the girls to be happy, and the guys and the everybody's. It's a genderless thing, wow. Justice. We have justice, we have all of these little earthly things stacked on top of each other in the balance. It's interesting, that image. It's not like the classic sense of justice where we think of like one option over another. It's multiple things trying to balance on each other, just like I was saying before. So again, it's about, look at how the tiny stone is on top. The tiny stone being on top is like, it's like you're prioritizing maybe the thing that's going to take the least time is the thing that is the hardest thing, or vice versa. Like you are prioritizing putting the big rock first, so to speak, and putting the little one second. Prioritizing and being like this and this and then this. That's how you can stay soft in this, is what I'm hearing. And Page of Swords. I'll do this in the last reading. Page of Swords, again, we have a lot of communication cards. So it's really, really coming through right now with 2 of the pages out, 2 of the 4. You have to communicate what's going on with your own intuition, what's going on in your own mind, the part of you that is still trying to get up, the part of you that's already stable, the balance between the two. You're communicating to yourself or to the other people that you're dealing with that you know, when you have it and when you don't, when you need support and when you don't, and you're prioritizing. It's about balance. I'm really hearing balance coming through a lot. Balance and communication. Because we have Wands and Swords. Those are things that Page of Wands, Page of Swords. 1111 is I'm saying this because there's a connection between the communication of I'm trying to get this done. Here's what I intuitively think I need to go forward, or what I need less of to go forward. Because you have your swords, what's going on in here in your brain, and then your wands, what's going on out here, what you're manifesting, right? So there's heavy communication in those areas, which is really why, I mean, hey, it's really all stacking up to like prioritizing and taking your to-do list bit by bit. It's really like this energy of rest. It's really this energy, and I really do feel like the Emperor is not just someone in your collective energy. It could be, take it as it resonates, but it's definitely also you. You and your goal should be is to stop being so bureaucratic with yourself. Bureaucratic? Don't be so on yourself. You know, the devil on your shoulder wants you to self-antagonize all the time. That just fell out. The Lovers. Love yourself. I mean, we have these cards stacked up with the pages, with the communication aspect, asking for what you need of yourself, using your intuition to manifest, and manifest slowly in a state of rest, prioritizing and taking it bit by bit, having balance, and then the Lovers on top of the Emperor in reverse. So not being your own worst enemy, not being so on yourself, and loving yourself, seeing the reflection of you as the finished product, seeing you in the summertime when you have your leaves are grown back. Don't look at yourself as like when you're barren and in the winter, that's your recharging stage. When you have those days where you just need to be inside, when you have those days when you just need to recharge, or you just need to knock one thing off of the to-do list and keep it pushing, there's gonna be days like that, and that's okay. What's this? 7 of Swords? 7 of Swords. You can leave some things behind. You can leave some things behind. And usually 7 of Swords is like, I think of the traditional card, he's sneaking away and he's trying to leave two swords, 2 pieces of his intuition, you know, 2 pieces of sharp wit, leaving behind information, you know, trying to be conniving and leaving details out. But look at this. This string in this image is tied to something that's keeping it behind. You have 5 keys. 5 is enough. You know, 5 can represent conflict, but maybe 5 means the 5 keys being here. These are the 5 swords. These are the 2 being left behind. But if he wouldn't have left these 2 behind, he would have been tied to the ground. That is really, 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 that is such a resonant and striking image to me. What this means is like, if you try to take on too much, and this is the last clarifying card that I'm gonna use, really, because it's like those things can keep you tied to the ground thinking about it too much. Oh, what if I don't get this and this done? If it's a high priority, if you want to move it up higher on the list, maybe you just need to do the one thing that you're most worried about. One thing is okay. Can I say it 3 times with you? One thing is okay. doing one thing is okay. Doing one thing, the biggest thing, is okay. It's okay. Okay? I'm not gonna beat you up. They're not gonna beat you up. And if you do, you have a nice lawsuit on your hands. You can get your abundance that way and win that lawsuit. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you really are allowed. These cards are crazy to me. I really hope you got a good look at those images, because I don't know. I just really felt like this need to like get on the floor today. Just sit on the floor. Not even sit at my table or sit on my couch or sit on my bed, and just get on the floor and do a reading. Like I did all my appointments down here today, and it just gives like best friend FaceTime energy to me, I think. And like that's like these messages, I don't want them to scare anybody or make them feel pressure. I just want everyone to feel I am enough. I'm